Hello, Year 7, and welcome to week 8 of your online learning, the last week. Can't wait to have you back next week. So this video is going to talk you through lesson 1. Lesson 2, I'm going to do a live lesson for 30 minutes where we go over the work you've done in lesson 1 and I set you up for a writing assessment that you're going to do for the rest of lesson 2. Now, the word assessment does make people feel scared sometimes. Please don't let it. It's nothing to worry about. It's just going to be looking at how you're doing with your writing and what I can do to teach you to improve your writing when we come back to school. So I'm going to go through in this video the content for lesson 1. You might want to pause this video and do the tasks as I explain them and then carry on, or you might want to watch the whole video and then do the task. It's up to you. Slide 3, you need to write down 5 different things that you can remember about writing articles. So there are some questions on the side to prompt your thinking there. Question 4, it has an article opening. But it asks you what is wrong with this article opening and asks you to list 3 things in the green box, but the green box is actually blue. Slightly confusing. I'm going to change that to green. Oh, maybe it was green. So think about what you've learned about articles this term. You've done those North Pole articles and things like that. Then on task 3, you need to read the information about the article that you're going to read. So the article that you are going to read this lesson is about Bessie Coleman, who was an early American pilot and was the first African American woman to hold a pilot license. On slide 6, you're going to read the article History Makers of Bessie Coleman. Now, I am going to not read that article for you on video this week because I've read all of the articles to you so far, and it's really good for you to practice your own reading, but we are going to go over the article in our live lesson and talk about its features anyway, all right? And that is in a separate Google Doc. Then on slide 7, you need to annotate the article, and you're going to highlight and label the article for the features listed below. So you're going to think about, first of all, the format features of an article. Now, I'm not going to model this to you in a video either because I think you should be growing in independence by how to do this by now. So you get your Google Doc with the article on it. You know how to highlight. You know how to comment. So very, very quickly, this is a title, which is a format of an article or a heading, all right? That's what I want you to do, but I want you to do it for the format features. So title, byline, so who's it by, date, subheadings, and any quotes from sources. And then Daft Forest techniques. You can use your knowledge organizer to remind you of Daft Forest techniques or try and do it from memory. But if you can notice any of those in your article, then you should highlight those as well. So if I go back to it, the crowd looked up. It was 1922, and high above a New York airfield, a small airplane flew into a figure-8 shaped path. Suddenly, the plane plunged downward. Seconds before it would have hit the ground, the plane swerved up back to the sky. The crowd chanted the pilot's nickname, Brave Bessie. Now, actually, that's one that's not in Daft Forest features. That's an anecdote, which is a kind of story from real life. But here, straight away, we see an example of a Daft Forest feature. Bessie Coleman was famous for her daring and dangerous aviation stunts. We've got some alliteration of the adjectives there, daring and dangerous. Okay, so you might want to pause now and go and do that to your article. And then on slide 8, it asks you to write your own introduction to an article. So right at the beginning of an article about an adventure explorer, you can make them up, or it could be an article about a real life adventurer. Remember to include a heading, a byline, and a date. Include subheadings, and remember your accurate capital letters, accurate spelling, and correct punctuation. There are ideas in the blue box in case you're stuck. So the first ever pilot, the first trip to space, the first landing on the moon, discovering a piece of land, or climbing up Mount Everest. And you're going to write the beginning of your article here, and then just complete a couple of self-assessment questions here. And we will read those at the start of our live lesson on Wednesday. Any questions before then, please email me or comment in Google Classroom. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday, and I look forward even more to seeing you back in school next week. Bye-bye.